Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a design team project for Stephanie at My Porch Prints. I am using her, shabby receipt pocket tags, I believe is the name. I just looked it up, but then, my brain just does not hold on to information. Anyway, I will link that in the description box below. This is just an absolutely gorgeous kit. You get 4 different like receipt style guest check tags, and then they come with little pockets to put on the bottom. And let me see here, because now I've rearranged how I've done this. Okay. Yeah, that one goes with that. Okay. Anyway, back to it here. So you get 4 of those with the pockets, and then you get just a whole ton of different ephemera and embellishment pieces. And they're just all gorgeous. I love Stephanie's things are just always amazing. And I have printed on the back of all of them the tickets or the tags and the pieces with one of her background pages from her beekeeper journal kit. I use that all the time as a backside sort of, it's just nice, and it takes the starkness away from the white paper and leaves just a nice aged color. So yeah, I use that all the time. So I'll link that in the description box as well. Now, the inspiration for this particular project came from the lovely Gina at Firefly Studio 67. So I will link to the video I watched on her channel, so you can check out what she did. Also, this is a project at sort of a thank you, and it was a request from a friend of mine. A while back, a friend of mine had to kind of clean out her mom's apartment because her mom was not well, and her mom had a ton of crafting supplies. And I mean, it just a huge range of different things. And she was kind enough to gift them to me. And she asked if I could make something for her mom that would incorporate some of the things that she had given to me. And I did tell her that, I was kind of like, oh no, because when I got them, I just incorporated them into my stash, right? So I put everything with, other things. And I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to remember the items that were specifically from her mom. And my friend, her name is Jody, she said, it's not a problem. I don't, that's fine. Whatever you can do would be great. So what I have done is I have pulled some items that I am almost positive came from Jody's mom. And then some things that I think came from Jody's mom. And I'm going to do the best that I can. Now, this fabric, I know for sure, came from her mom. Some of the things that she gave me were a bunch of handmade aprons that her mom had made. And this fabric came off of one of those aprons. This was in one of the boxes that I received, and I don't know what this is, technically supposed to be used for, but I think it's gorgeous, and I haven't used it yet, and I thought it might be like a nice layer on what we're gonna make today. So that definitely, this ribbon I know came from her mom. So what I did was I cut a length of it, and then I cut it down the middle lengthwise and made a ruffle with it. And then this ribbon also definitely came from Jody's mom, so I'm going to use that somehow. I received some eyelash trim. I know I did a bunch of it from Jody's mom, but I'm not sure if this particular color was part of it, but it's a representation. So we'll go with that. I'm pretty sure that I got this gorgeous lace from her mom. Again, this is one of the, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it'll look really pretty with the project. And then definitely 100%, I received a ton of sewing patterns. So, I mean, this particular paper may not have come out of one of the packages that I received, but it, you know, again, is representative of the large quantity of sewing pattern paper that I have because of Jody's mom. All right, so on to the actual project. What we're gonna do, and I'm gonna sit the ephemera and embellishment pieces to the side for a second. What we're gonna do, what Gina did, she made like a tag booklet. And since this kit was already, you know, it was already tags, I thought, well, that's pretty simple. And then I pulled out an inventory tag because what Gina did, now she had 3 larger tags. I'm gonna have 4 because that's what's in the kit. So I'll put those aside for a second too. So she laid them out, you know, like this, and then she had a smaller one at the end. You can't even see everything in this in this frame. So let me move over here a little bit. So she had a smaller one at the end. So what we'll do is I'm going to use the gorgeous fabric that came from the apron. I'm going to layer it because the back side isn't terribly, you know, it's pretty boring. I'm going to layer it with some tea-dyed fabric that I had in my stash. And I'm going to make, I think I'll probably, how do I want to do this? I'm not sure. I don't want to cover up the lovely images. So since the backs are plain, I'll probably sew them on this way. And so you'll have fabric in between each of the tags, and that'll be sort of like the hinges of the booklet. And then it'll fold up sort of accordion style once we have all of that sewn in place. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so something like this. All the way down the line. And then this one's a bit shorter because the inventory tag is shorter. And so that one, yeah, I think that's the shorter one. I'll figure it out before I actually sew them down. So that's the basic idea. That's what we're gonna do. And I will sew these, but I'll pause the camera and, you know, go do that because I can't take you with me to my sewing machine. But before, I think I want to go ahead and put, do I want to sew? Yeah. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Do I want to sew through the pockets or not? You know what I'm going to do? I will sew right along here. So it looks like I have sewn, you know, a continuous line, but it won't hinder the pocket. How about that? Does that sound okay? I like that idea. So I'll need to do that while I'm sewing. I want to think a little bit because there might be other sewing that needs to be done. And I'm actually wondering if I want to do this kind of like every other, I think this is actually the shorter one now that I look at it. Do I want to do this like every other, like we could really like be crazy here, right? Because then you've got some of the images on the front and some of the images on the back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it that way. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Okay, so I am going to pause the recording and I'm gonna go sew and then I will be right back. All right, I think I got all of that done, and I'm okay with, like, I want this to be very shabby. So I'm okay for the most part with the extra fabric, you know, just kind of hanging out, but I'm just gonna trim this a tad because it's not as even with the rest as I would like it to be. So there's that. All right, now the next thing I want to do, so we'll work on this side first. Now Gina did something pretty cool. I think I'm going to just do it a little bit different than she did, because I'm not well, I don't know yet. I'm gonna see. Okay, I can't get the pin back in my glue. Okay, what she did is she used tags and made little flippy out pockets, and technically I could probably fit these together. Maybe I will do that. Or we could do one on one side and one on the other side. I think I'm gonna do it that way because let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I want to make it, yeah, okay. I'm gonna fold it up so that the bottom edge meets where it starts to, you know, become a tag shape at the top. Oh, that is not the one I wanted. I wish all bone folders were created equal, but they're not. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is attach this here so that it'll open this way. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a ticket from the kit as a little place to tuck this under. Okay, so before we do all that, let me, do I want it? No, I want it on top, I think. All right. And maybe I'll even make this a pocket, or this way. Just let me check and see what I have as far as, yeah, I mean, there's lots of little, sorry, I just bumped my, there's lots of little stuff in this kit, so I think I'll make the pocket like a side pocket here. And I'm gonna add more glue so that it's not as deep of a pocket, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna line it up. just a bit up off the bottom, and you know, I still want to see my stitch there. Okay. And so then when you open that up, you have a place that you can write. And then here, I want to create some sort of pocket, maybe. Just looking here at the choices of ephemera I have. Is this too tall? Oh, yeah, a little bit. What about this? Well, that would work as just a little pocket for something tiny. All right, let's go ahead and do that. And then here's my ticket. To, you know, as a little tuck for the top of that tag. So let's add some glue here. And I am gonna put that underneath the fabric a little bit. Oops. Okay, now while that's drying, since we have a hole here already, I am going to let's see, we'll add a reinforcer, and then some eyelash trim. If I can find the end. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that long. Oh, you know what? I didn't really think that through, did I? That's not gonna work. Okay, that's fine. I still like the reinforcer there because it just, I don't know, gives you something to look at. All right. So that's done. Not necessarily completely finished. We need something up here. Now, I do have this stuff that I said I was going to try and use. But I'm not sure how I want to use it yet. I wonder what it look like. I'm probably gonna it's like plastic, so I'm not sure if it will. I don't think it's gonna take any ink. That's my guess anyway. I don't think that it's gonna want to do that. But it does just kind of add some texture there, and then we can put something on top of it. Well, not that big, I guess. sort of like that maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna like add some glue because I'm just gonna hope that it will, you know, kind of attach in whatever places that, you know, it's touching where there's glue, hopefully. We're gonna put something on top of it anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Just want it to, yeah, let me grab it. That actually does stick pretty nice. So that's good. All right. Grab a paper towel. Okay, so then we can sort of just add this here as something pretty to look at, for now anyway. Okay, now we've got this, which is also a little tuck pocket right here, and then this is a little tuck as well. So, nope, there are smaller things. This might go in here. There we go. And then maybe the ticket will go in there like that. Okay. Now I also have these clip-on earrings that I'm pretty sure came from Jody's mom. And I was just going to use them, you know, to sort of decorate. There's also, I have some buttons that were from her as well. So I'm just kind of, you know, just sort of like looking here to decide what I want to do. So these will hold like the bigger pieces for sure, right? Now this is our front cover. I wonder if this is long enough. I don't want to go that way. That's not the one I want there, I don't think. I think I want this one here. So that, okay, so that will hold the journaling card in the front. Let's work on the front here for a few minutes. I have this piece. I think this came off of an earring. I'm not 100% sure that it was Jody's mom's, but I'm fairly certain. But that is going to require probably hot glue, and actually there's still a bit of the earring posts sticking off the back here. So I have these little snippers. It went flying somewhere. All right, that's okay. All right, now I am actually going to glue that down onto a piece of something. I'm gonna glue it onto a piece of something, probably just a piece of, yeah, just a piece of this, because it's the hot glue is not gonna take very well just on the back of the flower. It might be okay, but it might not, and I don't want to have to worry about it. So first we can use some Fabri-Tac and glue glue that to the back of the earring, and then I'll use hot glue because I think it'll hold over time, maybe a bit better. Hopefully this works. I don't know. We'll see. Let's give it a try. I still haven't gotten a new Fabri-Tac bottle out. It's like, at this point, it's just a mental block, I think. So yeah. I think maybe I'm gonna actually like I'm gonna sort of like pinch this in the middle. Not that way. Do it this way. No, I did want to do it that way. So it just gives it a little bit more, I don't know. It's more interesting. Let's go with that. All right. Let that dry for a minute. Okay, what else? What else do we want on the front? Kind of like that. Let's glue that down. And then we've got this eyelash trim. Why not, right? All right, that should be fine once we add the hot glue. So let's go ahead and do that. Stay. just sticks to my fingers. All right, so here is our flat surface for our hot glue, and okay. What do you think of that? I think that's super cute. I like that a lot. All right, so that's our cover. These were all just, you know, little bits and pieces that I got along the way from Jody as well. I'm almost wondering, instead of this earring, if I want to use this one, since it's pink, but I'm not sure. Come on, there we go. What am I doing wrong? Okay. Nope, it doesn't hold as well. So we'll use this one. Just tilting this a bit to the side just for interest. There we go. I think that is absolutely adorable. So I think that's probably good for that. Okay, I am gonna stop this for now and start a new video because this is getting a bit long and I don't want to bore you guys. So yeah, I will be back with a part 2 in just, well, I mean, for me, it's going to be a couple seconds, but for you, it might be a day or two. All right, guys, I hope you liked this. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss any new content. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.